Hey!
Hey, we're back. Shannon Heaton here.
I'm Matt Heaton.
And we're so delighted to host another virtual guided session. Happy to have friends in the room with us. And Bob, you were first bringing apple pie fresh from the oven. That sounds like a really, really, really nice member of the party. You're very welcome here indeed. I hope you have enough to share. Lavinia in Italy, hello, and also in rainy Milano. Hi to Marco and Jeanette. Hi friends. Margie in Minneapolis, welcome to you. Johnny, I'm glad you remembered and you made it here in sunny Los Angeles. You're playing the box and you're very welcome in our room here. Maria in the UK, hope it isn't too stormy and hope the tunes will be calm and sweet before, at least the calm before the storm. To Dawn in Fort Collins, hello my friend, nice to see you again. And to Jennifer, long time no see, nice to have you join us from Ypsilanti. To Susan in New Jersey, hi friends, woo, this is exciting. Brian in Santa Cruz, excited to play tunes and excited to play our Zoom tune with folks who joined earlier this morning, learning a wonderful tune together. Ray in Albany, hello my friend, and I'm glad to have you here. Hi to Richard, Mulcahy in County Antrim, you're very welcome to join us here. Kevin in Austin, Julie in East Tennessee, the South is represented. Siren, good to have you back. Welcome. To Mike in Ohio, hi, welcome to you. And to Holly in Portugal, oh, hello to you in Lisbon today. And to M in France, hello to you. Stu in Czechia, that's wonderful. Happy to have you joining us. And to Danny in Venezuela, hello and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Lynn, hello, and our images are reversed. Do we need to fix that, Matthew?
I could do that.
Okay, Matt is going to do that while I welcome people.
Yeah.
So to Dermot in Florida, we're so happy that you're here. To Peter in Ireland, in Limerick, hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Shannon in Utah, hi to you. Vivian, it is a beautiful day here in Boston as well, and I'm glad that you're joining us in Michigan. To Julie and to John, happy VGS Saturday to you. Carrie in Florida, I'm so happy you're here. Does this look better, friends? Is this less turned around for you? Let us know. And Bob says apple pie for all. Good job, Matthew Heaton.
I've still got it.
So we're going to start off with the MunsterJig, one of my very, very favorites, and excited to keep it sweet and not too fast for everybody to warm up. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2, here we go.
figured out why I was doing that too.
Yeah.
If anyone cares, because before we had to reinstall the camera thing, and it like for some reason the image was upside down, and I made the image right by spinning the image instead of flipping the image. So kind of makes sense.
That's why you passed geometry and I did not. And speaking of passing, I think we're going to have a passably lovely day of tunes together here and with everybody in the room,
Nice,
even though we
yes.
are both a bit compromised
Yes,
today.
yes.
We're going to be in the spirit of full transparency because we do have the good fortune, the privilege, and the pleasure of sometimes traveling around and working on tunes with some of you, asking you to try things that don't feel 100%. Today we are both doing that. I am playing my lovely flute that was made by Éirinn. That is just not a flute that I am as comfortable playing as my flute that I've been playing for 25, almost 30 years. So it's taking a lot to get used to, and I'm going to do the whole session on this flute. And meanwhile,
I'm going to do the whole session on the bouzouki because I have a big weekend of bouzouki coming up next weekend at the O'Flaherty retreat.
now you do play bouzouki all the time, but just, you
Yes,
go
but
back and forth.
I've changed my tuning entirely.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're
Yeah.
both trying something a wee bit new and delighted to try it with you in the room. So, in addition to having great geometric skills, Matt Heaton also has good time management. And when we were trying very desperately to come up with a way to continue doing the VGS on a limited basis and also bring back the lovely Zoom tune. We get together over Zoom and we learn a tune together once a month. And we just, we're traveling a lot and things are busy. And I thought we couldn't manage both until you said, let's do them on the same day. Once a month, we'll be home on a Saturday and do both the Zoom tune, which we did this morning at 11 a.m. So join us next month. We'll do the same. And now we're doing the VGS. So we're going to try the tune that we learned during the Zoom tune. Before we do that, it's a tune called Launching the Boat, and it was really fun to work on this tune together. And I felt like we got it under our fingers, into our imagination a bit. So before that, though, welcome back, Jan. You joined us for the Zoom tune. And Holly, thank you for letting us know that the order in the universe was upside down. To Mary in Eugene, welcome to you. Vivian, I'm glad you're joining us back here. Michael, Mick in Wicklow, hi. Ireland is represented here. Fell in Southern California. Adele in Halifax, wonderful to have you back, and congratulations for voting. We voted. It feels very exciting. Hi in Baltimore to
Ellen, maybe?
Elam. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I can't see because the screen is little. To Chris in the UK, welcome to you. And to Shane, hi, my friend. Nice to have you joining us from the north of Ireland. And Stu had a great time down with the Allwells, which is why I'm playing this lovely flute. So, continuing on now with Launching the Boat. Aha, okay, it's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Okay, la da dee doo da dee doo. And then we'll go into, and then, yeah? 1, 2, ready, go.
It's really coming together.
Still doesn't feel quite right, but I'm into it. And I'm also delighted that Austin is joining us from Cambridge, Mass. Hello from down the road. And Callanish, my Salt Lake friends. Is it Ben? Is it Cindy? Hi, guys. Glad to have you here. And Pat in Ohio, wonderful you're here. And Ken as well. It was wonderful to see you in person, Ken, and happy to have you here in our room today. Ray, beautiful tune, in fact. That Far From Home, I associate with my friend Sean McComiskey. I remember once we played it many times around, and he's such a lovely box player. He plays the accordion like a flute player, really. And he's not a bad flute player. Sean has become a nice flute player. But funny that you would call it the new recovery list to learn put that tune on the recovery list, because I had hurt my hand and Sean helped me with my hand. So talk about recovery. There we go. Jenny, hi, and glad to have you here. Glad that you're on the chat, and lovely to have you joining us from Leitrim. Dat, good question. How am I getting that low C sharp? Well, my friend Éirinn has made me this beautiful C foot, and the C sharp is coming out beautifully today. I'm getting my legs around the new paradigm here and enjoying the challenge. Saul, I'm glad that you made it for the second time through the launching of the boat. So if you haven't joined ever for the Zoom tunes, you can just email me for information. It's really such a sweet thing that we do together. And yes, Shannon, you're in Utah as well as Ben. So hopefully you guys will get a chance to have some tunes together in person. Hi, Mike. Glad you got the chat to appear, and glad that we're all here. So it is the season. We don't have a big Halloween theme, but we are going to do Pull the Knife and Stick It Again.
Which is what I was just doing to check to see whether the cake Nigel is baking is done.
So that goes below what I can reach, Dat. I don't have a B on this puppy, so can't reach that yet. Although Éirinn's working on it. Into. That tune makes me think of Julian West. So here we go. E minor into D. 1, 2, here we go.
tags. All the tags. Nice flute playing, Shane.
Love the way that you apply your guitar sensibilities. Like you know how to come up with an idea and kind of sit there for a minute, and then you change it up.
Whoa.
And then you sit there for a minute, and then you change it up, and you sit there for a minute. Love it. Love it. None of that just like faffing about and, rocking through a million different ideas.
I don't have that many ideas.
You have a million ideas. And to kind of focus. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm enjoying this very much. Hope that you are having fun, guys. And let's see. Fel, Johnny is here from LA as well. Who else? There was another LA person. So welcome. And Lori, how nice to see you. I had such a great time with you in Raleigh. It was really spectacular.
It was Raleigh
spectacular. I was around the West states, the mountain states in September, and all around the Mid-Atlantic in October, and I got to see a number of you out there, and it was very special. It was very special to get a chance to share some of our favorites. It was just me traveling around for the ease of not carrying the family around. But still carrying some of our favorite tunes to share, and then we would do sessions together, and it was a really lovely extension of this community here, just kind of giving it the third dimension. So Lori, wonderful. The second tune keeps turning up and you're listening, but always with a different name. Jackson's Morning Breeze.
Yeah.
Could be. That sounds about right.
I know Jackson's Morning Brush.
No, Jackson's Morning Breeze might be a name that goes with that.
Huh.
Also, people call it Seamus Connolly's. And Seamus Connolly himself told me that he and Patty O'Brien came up with the name O'Brien's Trip to Newtown when they went to see Patty O'Brien's mom. So it's called that after Seamus and Patty named it.
Tuning Yes GDAD is what I am in.
G'dad. So we are going to carry on with some hornpipes.
Hornpipes.
We're going to try
the hornpipes.
the stack of barley for harvest season.
Mm-hmm.
And then oof, that was rough, but you know what I mean. Byrne's, B-Y-R-N-E. I think hornpipe that's called. F-D-G-E-A-F-D. I'm going to have to keep that in my mind as we're playing the first tune. Okay. Yes? So can I hear it? Yeah! Yeah! 1, 2. 1, 2. lovely tunes.
Yeah.
Somebody had requested Byrne's Hornpipe, which we have done a few times on the VGS, but I had to look it up because I didn't know it by name. I forgot it by name. But then I saw that I think we also did Byrne's Hornpipe as a Zoom tune a few years ago. That's a lovely tune, that last one. I'm gonna have to get that back in my imagination. So Val, lovely that Ray. Lovely that you're going to the Janol, and please give Colleen Shanks my regards as well. You can tell her that Fel and Shannon were asking after her, that she's doing really well. And Ray, you asked, is my flute thicker? Now I realize sometimes when I am like this near the camera, look at that, it looks like a huge flute, doesn't it? It's no thicker, it's no bigger. You know, it just had that Éirinn put the extra key on there, so the foot joint, has the extra keys on them, but it's still the same size. That being said, when I was down there, we did a little bit of playing around and made a few changes on the inside of the flute. We scraped a little bit on the outside of the inside of the foot joint away, and it was amazing. I'll post it on the VGS Facebook page, actually, the shavings that were on the ground that came from the inside of my flute. If it had been anybody else, I would have, had been really nervous. I was nervous, but, Éirinn made this flute, so I trust him.
Yeah.
I trust him. But we were just kind of experimenting. I'm used to playing his dad's flute that I've had for almost 30 years. And so we just kind of made a couple of quick adjustments, and it was really cool to see the shavings on the ground and then to feel how the whole thing responded differently.
This flute is Gen Alpha and your other flute's a Millennial? Never mind.
Let's
just move on.
I think the first flute might be a Boomer, and I think that the second flute might be Gen Zer.
Okay.
If we're talking about the makers.
Oh, the makers. I was talking about the flute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, yes.
Hey, Jeff, nice to have you joining us. And let's see, nice to have John from the Greystones. I don't even know where that is, John. Where are the Greystones in Ireland? We're happy to have you joining us from there. How wonderful. What part of Ireland are you in? Apologies for my ignorance. We're going to do another, while we wait for that answer, we're going to do another Halloween-ish theme, Buried My Wife and Danced on Her Grave. I don't know. That's a tune for all times, really.
I mean, they all are, but...
Into the wonderful Kesh Jig that has my vote. Yeah. A 1, 2, here we go. nice tune, guys. It's a nice tune. Johnny, that's right. You're south of Dublin. And I do love that you played at Ray's Mexican-Irish restaurant back in the day. Remind me, did you play with Aoife? Who did you play with there? Did you play with Karen? No. Ray, remind me, who did Matt play with when he was at your restaurant? Remind us all. Inquiring minds want to know.
Alyssa.
Or could it have been with that Piper from the north? What was his name? No. Anyway, wonderful. We're going to do our offertory. We're going to do our offertory already. It's happening.
So, friends, you've all heard me say this before, but this is the sort of pass the hat portion of the program, where if you are enjoying what's going on here and you'd like to contribute, you may use the handy PayPal and Venmo links, which have been lovingly provided in the chat.
And this is by no means pressure. You are all welcome here. Kick in, don't kick in, whatever. The reason we are asking for donations is because we are pledging to be home and not take a gig once a month so that we can do the Zoom tunes and the VGS. So sometimes that pans out and works out, but sometimes we do end up having to forego some otherwise productive things. So anyway, we appreciate it, and we just appreciate you being here. So we are going to, in our appreciation, share for you a tune that I wrote some years ago. And when I was in Baltimore, my hosts requested me to play this tune, which is really a nice honor, because I wrote it, right? So to request a tune that I wrote is very nice. It's called The Anniversary Wheel. 2, 3. Oh, Alex in Brazil. Obrigada for joining us here today. Wonderful. We have lots of pipers in the house. And Isabel, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the tune. Ray says that at his restaurant, you played with Mark Roberts and maybe Laurel Martin or another fiddle player. How wonderful. I wish I'd been at that show. I'll bet it was great. Another guitar player was supposed to play and you were subbing? Nice. It's going way back. It's going way back. It's going way back. Okay, so we're going to try some jigs now. We're going to try the banks of Loch Ghana. Is that also called the shores of Loch Ghana in B minor. Not many jigs in B minor.
How many tunes have people?
And then we're gonna go into The Fox and the Thatch, which is the tune that we all worked on when I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. So this goes out to you, Lori. Loved that afternoon so much. So first, 1, 2, ready. the Sunny Hills of Beara. I totally associate that last tune with the VGS, as I do the Fox and the Thatch. Years ago, Grania down in Kerry requested Fox and the Thatch, and I looked it up. It's a great tune by John Dwyer, but it's in F, and I thought that's not very friendly for a lot of the VGS folks. And he goes into, he wrote it into the beautiful Sunny Hills of Beara, which he wrote in G minor. And it wasn't until I realized, oh, wait a minute, I'll just put them up a step to make them a bit more approachable for the different instruments. And boy, they are beautiful. And I do like, now I can do it with my low C. That's really nice in F. Loses something in the G minor. I gotta say, it's so beautiful in A minor. So John Dwyer, the great John Dwyer, wrote those last two tunes. And you're right, my friends, I'm so sorry. That's right, Tar Road to Sligo it was, and not the banks of Loch Gauna. So pardon me, next time around we'll do the shores of Loch Gauna. It's not that hard to say. Or will we? Come back next month and find out.
The exciting conclusion.
So before we go on, though, a little bit of chat here. So Ray's bartender carded you back when you played at his place. And 2011 makes sense that you can't totally recall it, because that was like probably...
We had a 1-year-old.
It wasn't quite one. We probably had a 6-month-old by that point, and you might have just been a little tiny bit having other things on the mind.
Also, I might have had brown hair back then, I think.
Yeah. But Davey, thanks. Glad you're joining us. Glad you're enjoying things. And Mary, I'm glad that you're enjoying keeping the VGS going. Love having you folks here. Love that Jaden stopped in, even if you can't be here and you see us on the replay. We're thinking of you in Holland, and you've been a lovely part of this community for years. A lot of us have come together. So happy to keep this going on the third Saturdays for now. And to M about keeping the left pinky on the flute while playing D. No, I don't do it. I keep, left pinky. Left pinky? Like the bottom pinky? Is that what you mean? Or you mean this pinky? I don't really, the left pinky can just be up in the air, the top pinky. And as for the right pinky, I don't keep it down when I'm playing the D. I keep it up when I'm playing the D and when I'm playing the E. I hope that makes sense and answers your question.
It's like drinking tea.
It's like drinking tea, but with two hands. Drinking 2 cups of tea at the same time. And James, thanks for the call of support there. Very, very nice. So, Alex, I'm excited that you're playing flute now. That's really, really awesome. How's it going? We have a lot of newer flute players here, and the VGS, when it started, we were playing even slower so that folks on their second instruments could have a go at it, or third instruments. And folks have made such great progress over the years. It's pretty exciting. So, Dawn, at long last, you're here with us live. You are. It counts as live. I'm so delighted to have you joining us, and you're very welcome to the virtual guided session. And for those of you who are just watching the replay, who are here in the replay with us in the room, welcome to you as well. And to Joni, I'm happy that you're here too. I'm glad that you're enjoying the music and that you're part of this. Dominique, I'm so excited that you're joining us and continuing your healing journey. Wonderful. And Grania, I'm so excited that you came in. Did you hear the John Dwyer tunes that you inspired back in the day? There we go. I love those tunes. Just love them. Can't get enough of them. And we were only going to do the one, as you saw initially, but I added, and I'll put this in the chat, that last tune was called The Sunny Hills of Beara. And Matt said it's kind of G-ish, but really it's like C, A minor, D,
I mean, I think
D, and then it settles on G.
Yeah, I think it's in G. It just doesn't commit.
Okay, so what's next? Some reels?
Yeah, we haven't done
How about we
reels
keep it country, shall we? Because we did some newer compositions.
We're going to try my fancy capo thing.
That's not keeping it country, but the tunes are.
Yeah.
Into the old Copperplate. How are we going to get there? That's a very mid change. Here we go. Do-la-do-do-la-do-dum. 2, here we go. Hey, taking some chances, Matt Heaton.
I really wanted to make that happen.
That was cool. It worked. It was worth it. Oh, Gilda, salut. I'm so glad that you're here. It's all right. You're right on time, and you can go back and hear other things later on. And to John in San Francisco, thanks for joining us from California, and I'm glad you got a big smile. And Tom, our friend in town. And hey, the stars have aligned and you're here with us live. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to have you here. So yes, you're on fire on the bouzouki, Matt Heaton. It's sounding lovely. And everybody here is on fire with the welcome and the fun. And it's a delight to bring our virtual guided session community together. We will be back the third Saturday in November. Mm-hmm. If you'd like to join a few hours before for the Zoom tune.
That is also the third Saturday in November.
Yes, just shoot me an email. We will end with the lovely, for Ireland, I would not tell her name. So pretty. And Beara, I like that you enjoyed Matt's chords and all of his stylings. So fun. And also to Hans Jürgen. Hello and thank you for the bravo. So before we part ways, a big thank you to each and every one of you for joining us. Dankjewel. Gramahagat. Tapalat. Merci beaucoup for being here together. Trugare. Arigato gozaimasu. Muchas gracias. Dziękuję. Dankeschön. Mille grazie. Cieszę. Mkoi. Chwala wam. Toda. Tusen tak. Kamsahamnida for being so great to us and to one another. Evcharisto. Chwala wam. Eskerikasko. Danyavad. Gidos for keeping our mind off of greater, weirder affairs. Ndathenda. Shukran. Miigwech. Yudva. Spasiba. Ahehe for being with us on this lovely fall afternoon from our home in Medford, Massachusetts. Salamat, terima kasih, diolch, kusnem, muito obrigada, gam khobkunนะคะ, khobchai laiเด้อ ai tha. Thank you so much, friends. And the laurel tree, we'll try it next time around. And I told Arthur we'd do something special for him this time, but he's not here, so I'll wait till next time around. So the laurel tree is a good idea. I love that tune, and let's try that next time. But first, it is for Ireland. I would not tell her name. Beautiful, man. Everyone, and is there anybody joining us from who speaks Manx from the Isle of Man? That would be very exciting. But looking so forward to seeing folks the next time that we can. To Linda on the Byrne, wonderful to have you. Enjoy the blustery weather this time of year and the quiet and the calm. And Claire, and everybody be so well. So happy to have you here.
And hope to see some of you in Texas next weekend.
Bye.
Bye.